Let's go. Oh, you can't beat it.
You can't. Steak. We had a steak. Well,
did you have custard with it?
We did. John did me a steak, chips, onion rings, mushrooms, and salad for a tea. And then for pudding, we've just had sticky toffee pudding and custard.
Lovely.
Scrumptious.
Sounds beautiful.
It was. Evening, Jade. Hope you're well, my lovely lady. So yeah, tonight's tarot reading, my lovelies. Evening,
Good
Diane.
evening.
Can you just open a window a bit, baby? I'm sorry to let you.
Good
freeze,
evening.
Evening, Sophie. Hope you're well. Evening, everybody joining us. Evening, Mick, Chloe, Liz, Bronwyn, watching from South Australia, sending love across the waters. My love,
everything on that.
Jade, how do you get a reading? Exactly by just doing that. All you need to do, there's some writing that's going across bottom of the screen. For all those that would like a reading, if you just read, Chelsea's gone all fuzzy. If you'd like that reading, I am froze. It's your camera that's gone all skew whiff on mine.
You froze. Are you back?
After remover, add it to stream again and see if that's better. Oh, Chelsea, I hope we're not going to be doing this on.
Are you all right?
You froze. Your screen went dodgy.
I'm not froze.
It
were you?
And Yolanda, Loretta, Susanna, Christine. Hope everybody's well. Welcome to all new joining us.
Are you good?
Evening, Michelle. Would you, Chelsea, do you want to go first or second?
You go first.
I go first this time. Make a change. Yeah. Evening, Chris. So, Jade, my lovely. See what cards is. These are just one card readings. You're welcome to book in for a full card tarot reading. But what we do is we come on here for those that can't afford to book in for a full reading. We do one card readings. You want, love? Or do one? Yeah. Not that they can't, but they don't want to book in for a full reading. So we just do as one card readings. I think we're going to start doing these more and more, though. Do a guaranteed night, I think, what we're going to look at doing. Evening, David. Hope you're well. Evening, Vicky and Joyce. Kelly.
Good evening, everybody.
Kelly. Yes, I'm well, my lovely lady. Thank you. So, right, card. First card to come out. I've got the Six of Shells for you, Jade. Very difficult to see on this camera on the card, but I will do my best to read and point out. So there's definitely two people, and there's two of you together, and as you can see, these otters are quite close. So this is you and somebody else. So this is a journey that two of you are on, and you can see the path that you're going. The path's been fairly clear so far. They were like a bit of a flat point, but then it's going up. So you've definitely took a step up. I think one of you or both of you get slightly distracted from where you are supposed to be heading, because you can see the path that you've been on. So it starts at the bottom here and it goes round and up, and it's like you come to a ledge and you've stopped, but this is your pathway that's gone off. But I think what this card's just telling you, Jada, is that, do you know what? Sometimes you're all right to just take a stop. Because sometimes if one of you wants to go a different journey, the other one can also do that. I do feel like, though, that there has been arguing, because if you look at the card, there's whiskers where the mouth is. I don't know if you can see them clearly, but it's like shouting, but it's like these two are shouting, not necessarily at each other, but there's definitely been shouting going on. What else am I seeing? Seeing the three shells. So I do think this has been a slow journey, or it was slow to begin with. So whether this relationship had a slow start to it turning into a proper relationship, or it would just like, I don't know. But there was something to do with being slow at the beginning, because there's three shells. But the three shells are quite relevant, because there's three shells at the bottom down here. And then there's three shells at the top. So there's something that started at the beginning of your journey that's going to be there towards the end of your journey, if that makes sense, my lovely. One of you, I would say, is a little bit more devilish than the other in these cards, just because I can see the devil folk in the tail. And I'm not sure what a connection to an earring is, but there's something to do with like a round ring, and it'd be like a little like a dangly thing off bottom. So I don't know what that earrings come to. But to me, I feel that the family line you're following, it's like both of you want this family. Both of you have got a... Whether you've both gone through the same struggles, I don't know, but it's like family to you means everything, if that makes sense to you. But yeah, that's what I'm getting for you, Jade. So Michelle Sheldon. I've put, hang on, Diane. I've put, it's Michelle. I think I've just put.
Evening, everybody joining. Thank you so much for joining us.
There we go, Michelle.
Thank you.
Evening, my beautiful moderators. Evening, all ATA family. It's red hot in this house.
I've come upstairs to get warm. Michelle, for you, I have the originality card. So there's your card. Advantage of being upstairs is I can actually see up here. So this lady, I think she's sort of setting an example. She's very, and by she, I'm referring to you, Michelle. She's really quite happy in life at the moment. The colours of the card are mainly yellows and blues. Now, I know for some blues might mean sadness, but for me, the way that this lady's composing herself, and the way that she's standing, I think she's quite happy at the moment. I can see, I don't know if there's something in relation to maybe like a previous family tradition, if that makes sense. And I think what you're doing, Michelle, is sort of like stepping out of that tradition, but that's okay. I'm just saying that because I can see in the background there's like a trail of trees behind you, but you seem to be sort of stepping forward and away a little bit from that trend or tradition, whatever it is. But I can still see that the family is still deeply rooted in you, because you've got quite a few trees showing within your body as well, which represents family to me. There's something to do with what's it called, like the crescent of a moon. Is that what it is when it's not just
not
the outline of a moon?
It's just half moon.
Yeah,
half moon's a crescent, like a banana shape.
Yeah, but not an half moon like a D, if you know what I mean. It's like a crescent of a moon. Look, do you see it? It's not the full moon. It's there.
Oh, yeah. So it's like half shade, half not.
Yeah. So I don't know if that's some significance to you, Michelle. Not sure there. The waves around your feet. You've got waves around your feet, but they're not like aggressive waves or like a rough sea or anything. The waters are quite calm. So again, I do feel at the moment that life is quite good for you. I think you're surrounded by quite I'm going to say you've got a bit of a yellow aura going on there, Michelle. Now, I don't know what a yellow aura would signify. You would have to have a look afterwards. But that's what I'm feeling just with the colours of the card. And you've got like a rainbow as well coming out from you. But the main colour within the rainbow is also yellow. Yeah, I think the message is don't be afraid to continue on the path that you're wanting to go down, although it might not be something sort of traditional within the family, or maybe not what you envisaged to start with, but don't be scared of trying a new thing, something new.
Cheers, Jake.
Thank you.
Melanie, my lovely, I hope you're still in chat. Melanie, for you, let's see what card I can get for you. So Melanie, for you, we've got the Page of Feathers. So you can see this card, definitely a brick wall being built up around you. You can see that brick wall. But if you know, this brick wall, I feel, has been something that you've put around you from a young age. I don't think this is something that's just new to you, but it's like you've like boarded yourself in. But it's not only boarding yourself in, because there's symbols on this card. So it's like you've got, it's like you're putting protection up around you on like before we do tarots, on a spiritual level. It's like this wall that you've been putting up is on a spiritual level. I don't know if you can see the symbols. They're not big symbols or anything like that, but there's definitely symbols going on. So to me, I think for you, I think there is a lot of I think the third eye is quite open. But I think at the minute with the third eye, there's like, you've got your third eye that's open, but there's like 3 lines coming down, and then it's going across the eyes and the nose. So I'm not quite sure if there's like a blockage. I don't know whether this is a rundown feeling, that you've let your protection guard down slightly. I'm not sure, but there's definitely, I can see the third eye is actually open. There is feathers being come. Also, I believe you do work with a pendulum of some type, just because on the card just here, let me see there where the tail is, just there's like a long pendulum that comes down. So I'm not sure whether you actually work with a pendulum. There's definitely something to do with a chain and pendulum on that. But from you, I think for you, it's actually, I don't know what it is as well. These 3 rings. There's 3 rings, but one of these rings, it's got like not like a diamante, but it's got like points around it all. I can't think what I'm trying to think of, but it's got like spikes round edge, so it's like a crystally type diamante thing on one of rings. But there's definitely 3 rings coming up. I'm not sure about family. I do feel that I'm not going to say that family is not strong, but there's like the trees are quite bare. So I'm not sure whether there's distance between families or the path you've gone down is maybe not the path the family would have accepted, if that makes sense. But for you, just stand your ground. You're opening up to new discoveries within the spiritual sense, but just make sure that the protection you're putting up isn't blocking out the actual communication type of thing, if that's what you're going for. But definitely cleansing your chakras, my lovely. That's what I'm seeing in that card tonight.
Lovely, thank you. No, we are reading from YouTube go. And Facebook.
Sorry, Mika.
There you are.
You're up on.
Thank you.
Oh, Kibis, thank you very much, my lovely. Thank you, sweets.
Okay. So for you, I have Archangel Raphael, and to me, this card would represent. I think there's a lot of healing going off. Healing from spirit, but also healing within your body as well, because the center of you is you've got a tree like in the center of your body. It's coming up through your chest. You could probably see it there. So to me, it's representing. I think family is obviously a very strong part of you, and your family is well rooted. But I also think that maybe you're finding healing from family members at the moment. I think you're pretty well connected to nature as well, because there's quite a few animals in the bottom corner of the card, and scattered around the card as well. There's a couple of horses and foxes. I don't know if this is in relation to maybe spirit animals or something like that, possibly. But I can see you've got quite a weight on your shoulder. You're carrying quite a lot of weight on one shoulder in particular. And although it's represented as like a waterfall coming off your shoulder, and although the water is coming off your shoulder, what I would say is, whatever this is, you need to let it go, to allow yourself to heal. I can see as well that you do have some somebody in spirit. I think it's a male, but I'm not 100% sure. To the left hand side of you. I think this is quite I don't know if this is quite a recent passing, sorry. So, but yeah, I do think it's a male. I think maybe that this male had quite a lot of troubles and health issues in life, just because of the cards that, just because of the colours that are represented in that part of the card. But then to the other side of you, you've got you've got like another angel wing, but that is quite light and quite bright. So to me, I think this is something to do with them sending healing from spirit. I think there's probably lots of new things, maybe new opportunities, or maybe sort of like turning a leaf sort of thing, just because, again, you've got the connection to nature, but then you've got like all the flowers and grasses and stuff coming in as well. So I do feel like this is the start of something new for you. But I think the main message in this card is to try and accept that healing, and whatever the weight is that's on your shoulder, let it go, because it's preventing you from moving forward.
Fabulous.
Thank you.
Christine. Evening, Christine. Hope you're well, my lovely. So I can't see it, but I'm at chat just yet because I'm still up on my comments.
Is anybody on his ETA?
I don't know why. Can
we just get rid of this Chelsea
John, can
Billy?
You just go on,
please.
Facebook, please. For you, my lovely Christine, this is what we've got for you, my sweet lady. So you have got the 7 of feathers. So to me, there is a mirror behind you. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. So there is a reflection behind you. So I feel at times you are sort of like reflecting on either things to do with you or things are around you. There's definitely a doorway. There's 2 doorways that you're thinking about going through. Now, whether this is work related or not, I'm not sure. But there's definitely 2 doorways. But again, these have got like runes on and markings. So I don't know whether this is like, I don't know, maybe related to something, like how we do with pyramids and things like that. We all like... and like alien markings and stuff. I don't know whether there's some form of interest to you because of how the markings are being shown. Remember that Stargate something when they had to go through that like circle? They like changed it, but there are all these signs and symbols on it. Can't you remember that, Chelsea? Oh my God, am I showing my age? It's similar to that kind of thing. So I'm not sure what that connects to. There's definitely 2 lights that are coming from spirit side. To me, there's an older one and a younger one because one's a brighter light than the other. So there's definitely two angels around you. Again, I know it's a feather card. I do feel, though, there is something to do. I'm going to say bottom of spine because this is actually showing on the tail, but there's ties in the tail there. So it's tied there and tied there, but that sort of like connects me to bottom at spine. So I'm not sure whether you're having trouble with maybe a couple of discs at the back or something to do with the back, and it's sort of like coming round the bottom. I can see health issues there maybe. For me, you've just got to trust yourself. You've got to trust that your own judgment. But you've also got to be patient. Do you know, I mean, there you're sitting patient. So that's what the card's telling me that you need to be doing anyway, is just sit patiently, because whatever you're waiting for is going to come directly to you. You're not going to have to do anything else. All you need to be doing is just preparing yourself for when it comes. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you. There's something blue though going from shoulder to thigh. I think it is from shoulder to thigh. So I'm not sure whether there's a connection to shoulder and thigh for somebody, but it is showing in a light blue. So to me, the light blue, I'm not sure whether this is something that's healed already, but they're just showing me that. So I don't know whether that's connected directly to you or connected to one of those coming in above you. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you, my sweets.
Beautiful.
Chelsea, what I want you to do now is, because I've seen it, and then I will go back up my screen. There we go. I want you to do a 3-card reading, please. Are you ready?
Thanks.
You're welcome. There you go.
For Hercules, no problem. Okay. So, first card for you, Hercules, is money.
Money.
There we are, money. So, from what I can see from this card, I think there's a lot of things going on at the moment for you. I can see a couple right down at the bottom of the card, but it's you look at it one way and it looks like it's a lady with a man at the side of her, and the man's like guiding her. So I don't know if this is something in relation to like maybe either a physical or a mental condition where somebody has like acted as a carer for somebody, that sort of support, you know. But then when I look at it the other way, it's like one of them pictures where you can see 2 pictures in one, if you know what I mean. The man is like kissing her head. So again, I think that sort of like caring relationship that they're taking care of her, whoever she is. I don't necessarily feel that this person is past though. I don't think they're in spirit. You've got an owl at the top of the card that's popping out to me, Hercules, which is representing to me a wealth of knowledge. The saying wise old owl, less of the old Hercules, sorry, but you know what I mean, it's a saying, isn't it? But the owl is playing like
Don't insult.
I don't know if it's like a trombone or what it is, but I don't know what they are. Is it like a musical horn or something? Something like that, isn't it? So I don't know if there's a link for music and whether that links to maybe the knowledge side of things. I don't know whether you're very keen to learn music or something like that. Now this lady in the picture, she's left shoulder, that is quite blue, that area for me. But there's like red bits coming out of it as well. So for me, that would possibly indicate some kind of injury to your shoulder. I would say it's like quite a sore, achy pain to your shoulder just because of the way it's illustrated in the card. There's also like numerous wolf type animals as well. One of them which you've got in your hand. So I don't know if this is in relation to animals that you keep, or maybe something that you hold quite closely to you, in terms of like an animal, or maybe possibly a spirit guide. This lady as well, she's got like, it's like a symbol that she's got above her eye, but then it's got like zigzags in all different colours, like every colour at rainbow sort of thing. So I think at the moment you're maybe seeing things from quite a good perspective. You've got a good perspective on everything that's going around. And I don't know as well if this is in relation to possibly seeing things with your third eye, because they say with the third eye that you can see things in 3D. You have literally got so much going on in this card. Your other arm is like a butterfly wing. So I don't know as well if this is about sort of taking that leap of faith and going for whatever it is you're wanting to achieve, because you've got all this wealth of knowledge and you're able to see things clearly for what they are, but you just seem to be sort of held back a little bit. I don't know if it's the injury to your shoulder that's holding you back, Hercubus, but yeah, I think that's what I'm going to say for that one. So your next card is Epiphany. So again, this card is in relation to finding a path, finding a way forward. And again, I can see you've got your arms up in like a flight position. Again, that would link back to the butterfly in the previous card. This time you have got two wings, Hercubus, and you've got a mask on your face, but I don't feel that it's covering anything. You've got a jewel in the middle of your head, which again may symbolize something to do with the third eye for me. And there's a face of a lady right down in the bottom of the card, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I will say this. I think this lady has passed. But I'm getting she's got like shoulder lengthish sort of hair. I don't necessarily feel like she's an old lady. But whoever this lady is, I feel like she's quite creative and out there. And you can see as well on this card, when we mentioned about the butterflies in the previous card, the butterflies are still with you. And you're receiving a message from spirit because of the birds that are coming into the card. They're coming in to send you a message. Now, at the moment, you're facing the other way. So whether you're going to receive this message or not, Hercubus, I'm not sure. So just be aware of that, and look out for any signs. I will say as well, I do feel that there's something to do with, again, it's the left side. It's like around your back and down towards your bum. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on there, but it's like spider webbing. So not sure if this is in relation to maybe a skeletal injury or something like that, maybe previously. I don't feel like it's sticking out too much in the card, so I do think it's something maybe that's happened previous. Yeah, so that's what I'd say for that one. I don't know if you can see butterflies down at the bottom of the card again there, look. And your third one is knowledge. So as in the first card, you felt quite knowledgeable about things, Hercubus. Maybe this is you've took a step out of your comfort zone now. You know, you've spread your wings as represented by the butterflies and everything in the other cards, and you may be just not quite in a comfortable position. But that doesn't mean that things aren't going to get better, because again, I can still see you're getting a message from spirit. You've got a lady in spirit with you. In fact, I think there's two ladies. Again, I don't feel like that this lady's an older lady. I feel like one of them is quite a younger lady. You are represented as this lady. You're opening the book, so you are willing to learn, which is always good. But I can see a little bit of darkness around one side of your face, which should represent to me maybe a little bit of stress and anxiety about something. I don't think it's depression, because it doesn't come right down to the eyes or anything. I just think it's maybe things are a little bit hazy, and you need a little bit of clarity, a bit of guidance. But think about the wealth of knowledge that you've got in the other areas, and think about all those skills and things that you can apply to whatever it is that you're feeling a little bit uncomfortable about. Because I can see you here in many different pictures. You're represented in many different pictures from like previous memories, I think. So it's just remembering again who you are, and you know, although you might be feeling a little bit out of your comfort zone, you will get there. Have we got anything else? I don't think so. I don't think we've got anything else. So that's your knowledge card, Hercubus.
Thank you, Charles. I have just chucked Chelsea deep in there to do a 3-card reading.
I'll let you off.
You what, love?
That Laura Darren's still not spamming, is she?
Is Laura Darren still? Can you still see Laura? Charles?
I banned her on John Brown, so I don't know if I've just banned her on my own.
Right.
Yeah, I can still see her. Yolanda Vine.
She's still
DM
on.
me. Yeah.
You have to go on my phone. You have to find my phone and go on as ETA. It's there on the table.
Please let me know if you can take anything from that, Hercubus.
Joyce, my lovely lady, we have got the 5 of crystals, my lovely. Look at that little ladybug there. So, obviously, like with the red, Joyce, for me, that's around the body, so I know that you're suffering. So I'm going to leave it at that, because I think health-wise, I think we've mentioned that on a couple of charts where we're all struggling with health and everything. The blue dots again would come in, and that would show a bit of depression, Joyce. So I'm going to leave that there and see whether we can see something else in this card for you. Definitely, again, the houses are coming into card. I'm sure houses come up for you last time, though. This is a problem, you see, when we do readings, and because we're doing weekly, if we read for you week before, it's difficult if we read for you second week. This is why I try to mix it round so people don't think we're ignoring them if you had a week reading previously, because it just makes it extra difficult, because the cards don't say anything different within that space. That's why if you were having a reading, we would say every 3 to 4 months to if you were bothered about coming back to have another reading, you would do it that way. So yeah, so it might be a bit not difficult, but it's not easy to read once you've already read it. Definitely a gentleman, I'm going to say gentleman in spirit coming in outside of you. But for me, this gentleman would have been good with his hands. So he would have been able either making something, Joyce, because he's sort of like he's like stood, but he's bent over. So I think this gentleman would have suffered with his back also. But with the leaning over, but he's got his hand out as though he's working with something. So that's how he's showing me on spirit side. I don't know what the chains. Do you know the like the praying beads you have? Are they like come round as they're like honest, and then they
like
come round
rosemary beads.
Rosary beads. I don't know where rosary beads are coming in for you, Joyce, but there's definitely I don't know if you can see them. I think it's on that side. No, it's that side. There's all beads going up, but then it goes into two, which show me like a symbol, like for a rosary bead. So I'm not sure who this one's connected to, whether it's you or somebody else around you. But a minute, Joyce, that's all that I'm getting for you, my lovely lady. Yeah. Tracy Jean. You sorted it, babes.
For you, my lovely, we have the dolphin card. So that is your card. For you, you are pictured on the top of like a. It's a shell, but it's like representing the top of like a cliff or a mountain or whatever you want to call it. I think there's a lot of things going on in your head at the moment. I'm not sure if there are messages from spirit trying to come in, but you're sort of stopping them because you've got the birds in the cards that's coming towards you, but then the birds are surrounded by like a bubble. So I'm not sure if you're preventing something, sort of like receiving a message sort of thing, or maybe just being a little bit sort of ignorant to the messages that are coming in. I can see as well that there's quite a few other characters within this card, and I do feel like you're the person that people go to when they've got a problem or a worry. I think you're like the go-to person for like advice, or they know that they can rely on you, sort of thing. Because all these people that are in the card, I think they are all women, but they're all like coming towards you as if they're sort of asking for help, like longing for help. And they are represented to me in like a quite choppy waters, so I would say that they've got quite a lot of things going on. 6, 7. I can see 7 ladies in this card, so I don't know if the number 7 is something relevant to you. But yeah, what I'd say is just take a step back, because you are quite close to the edge of this cliff. I just think you need to take a step back and just maybe sort of like be grateful for the things that you have got, and you know, all these people are definitely looking up to you, so you must be doing something right. So yeah, that's what I'll say for that one.
Thank you, Jake. Kelly, we haven't read for Kelly yet, have we?
I don't think so.
It's because my mouse keeps jumping and it's putting everybody's names up on screen and then taking them off. Chelsea, are you going out at members after this?
I don't know, to be honest.
Are you having a night off? Right, okay. Well, we'll sort it at end, so we'll try and get might stop on a bit longer than what, if we can. Get everybody done if we can. For me, my lovely lady Kelly, you've got the love card. I don't know if you can just see that there. So let's see what we can see. So there is the two. There is you and somebody else there. Not necessarily a partner. It could be a friend. It could be a parent. It could be a sibling. It could be anybody. But there's definitely two. But there's like... there's something getting in between you. And personally, I think this is related to family. I feel like it's family that's trying to come in between. And they've been very overprotective with one, but they're not bringing it, they're not allowing the other one to like come through, if you know what I mean. I don't know if you can see it. So this one here is the one that's been protected, but the family tree is really strong around this one, look, and you can see it at the bottom, but it's sort of like coming around the top here. Oh, my finger going around and up, and then it's like branching off as well. But it's also like there's like, it's like, I can't explain what it is. It's like a semicircle around each. So it's like they've got a grip on like top and bottom. And you can see it, the top one's just trying to put the like breaking through. So I don't know whether they're finally gaining the trust of the family or they're showing potential to the family. I'm not sure. But I do think that this person probably there's a lot of circles falling, like money falling from sky. So I'm not sure whether this person is, let's just say, it's like they're like a tap with money. It just, they might not have got no, go on, what do you call it? You know, when it comes to money.
Like concept of money.
Yeah, it's like,
is that what you mean?
Yeah, like money just grows on trees kind of thing, and these things just fall more. So when they've got money, it's like, wait, there's an hole in wall I can keep going back to, and they don't realize that money's got to come that way. So I don't know what that's signifying to you at the minute. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4. I can see 4 family members, possibly 5, but I think there's 4 family members around you, Kelly, that are really, really overly protective. I'd say 2 of them I've sort of like took a step back, but there's 2 that are sort of like they're still clinging on to you. It's like that you've not grown up, if that makes sense to you, or that's what it feels like to you. You don't. Even though I think it seems that whenever we've got friends or family looking out for us, we always think that they're overprotected. They're overprotecting, can be overbearing. So maybe having a chat with them and just saying how you feel. But yeah, there's definitely. Now I don't know whether this lady or gentleman in spirit, because she's got her. I know it sounds daft, but when I say, I believe this lady would have been a white witch of some sort, just because I can see the hat, but I can also see the features. Now she's wearing the pointy hat, but I think that's just symbolizing to me that she was a spiritual person. So I'm not going to say a white witch. I'm going to say more spiritual based. I think this lady was very spiritual, but she has passed. But she's trying to get connections to you. I don't know whether this is these 2 ink cards is like you and your sister or you and a sibling, because the reach is reaching you more than it's reaching the other one. But I do feel like the other one was closer to this lady in spirit, if this is all making sense to you, my lovely. And I don't know why I'm seeing like a lobster. I don't know what lobster would mean to you, whether it means anything or it's just showing up in the card, my lovely. But there's definitely something to do with lobster, but that's connecting to the family. So yeah, so maybe that was one at last meals you all had together, or I don't know. But that's what I'm getting, my lovely.
Thank you.
Let me see. Joyce. I've done Joyce, sorry. Anne. There we go. You and your brother. Wow.
Oh. And for you, I have a peacock card. So there you are. That's what it looks like. So at the moment, and on this picture, you are surrounded by peacocks. Not 100% sure what the meaning of peacocks means, but I
Lisa, I've
feel
got
like
you.
it may be something to do with wealth or something like that. Now on this card, you are facing down. I feel like you're almost a little bit lost at the
Chelsea,
moment.
you're frozen.
Have I?
Yeah. So let me remove you and add you back in.
Hello.
That's better.
Is that
Go
better?
on. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're facing downwards, and I do feel that maybe you just need to sort of you're feeling a little bit down at the moment. I just feel that maybe you just need to sort of pick your head back up again and focus on the future, if that makes sense. I feel like there's quite a few things that have gone off in the past, just because of the colours and stuff that are represented to me in the card. I can see that there's been some pretty dark times. Don't know if there's something to do with something around like the lower neck. Just because there's like a bluish kind of cotton that's going around your neck. So I don't know if that's something to do with health, maybe. There is like two peacocks, so I don't know if the number two has got any relevance to you, Anne, or whether this is maybe two people that are sort of trying to look after you a little bit, just because of the way that they're positioned. They look like they're quite protective of you. But just be aware that you can't always sort of hide behind their protection. Sometimes you've just got to get up and pick yourself up again. Yeah, that's what I would say for that one, Anne.
Cheers, my beaut. Sorry, Lisa. It's very difficult because everybody comments. So all you see is blue, blue, blue. And then when you're doing a reading, you don't see chat until I've stopped reading. And then I can scan back up and see who we're missing and who we're not missing. So I do apologise to those on YouTube. But I will just keep, as long as you keep commenting, then we can keep seeing you. So at least you'll flash up in corner of my eye. And then I know to go back looking. But I do apologise, Lisa. I'm with you now. Let's see what we got for Lisa. So, Lisa, for me, you're the Queen of Crystals. You're definitely facing... actually, you're facing off your past. So there's something in your past that's caught up that you're like now facing off. You're ready. You've got that bubble of protection around you. And it's like a warning sign to those in the past. It's like a warning sign. You've changed. You're no longer associate with past issues or past things, Lisa. But look how you face it. It's like you're ready for battle. So to me, it's like you're warning them off. You're warning them not to mess with you. You know, you might have been messed with when you were younger and people might have been able to walk all over you and everything, but it's like not now. You're like just turning on. You're like turning around and taking a stance, which is different from being affected by something to do with the past, I think. It has definitely got your heckles up, whatever's going off, because like I say, you can see the spikes on the porcupine. So it's definitely got your heckles up. But what I would say to you is just try and keep that calm level. Let them come to you before you go to them, but you just stand your ground. But yeah, my message to them would be the grass isn't always greener, just because you can see the grass coming through underneath your feet. I do feel, though, that somewhere in all of this, there is something to do with a home or a house, just because the house is down here and you're like above it. So it's like, I don't know whether you're sectioning off from whether there's something going off in the home that you feel you've either got to be the main protector or you've got to distance yourself a little bit. I'm not sure what that's meaning. Is that work related, Lisa? That home's definitely on cards, and it's there, but there's sort of like a distance between you and your home at the minute. So either you call home somewhere else, like I always say, my home's my mum's home, not my home's with my mum, but my home's my mum's home, if that makes kind of sense. I'm not sure. I'm not sure who's the one that's making the jewelry, Lisa, but I'm definitely seeing pieces of jewelry being made, rings, earrings, all different types of jewelry. But I do, again, this is something to do, this is goes deep roots. The jewelry and thing has got some really deep roots and history to them as well. So I'm not sure whether either you're making them or when you buy items and stuff, like you're a collector of some sort. I'm not sure, but there's definitely deep roots to do with the jewelry. There's 4 paths you're going to take. Can't tell you which one's best one for you, but there's 4 paths that are going to come up. There's one where you're going to have the full support of the family, what you do. The family will support you fully, but then there's 3 other paths where you're going to be doing it on your own, if you take them paths. So for you, just think wisely, just think what you need to do and what you need to be, because you've got to be comfortable at the end of the day in the choices you make. So make sure you are going to be making the right choices, but the roots for you are deep rooted. So yeah, that's what I'm getting, my lovely.
Fabulous. Thank you,
Helen.
Thank you. Did we get rid of that other spammer? We had another spammer on.
It's all right. They've got him.
Thank you. Helen, for you, I have the Enlightenment card. Wow. Look at that. So for you, I think there's definitely a spiritual connection. I can see all the colours of the chakra that have sort of like opened up. I can see as well you've got your third eye open. So you've got a full view of the things that are going on around you. I think, I don't know if this is a natural ability that you're not quite fully aware of yet, if that makes sense. Although, you know, these things are completely within you. And you are able to do this. This is a natural thing for you. I don't think it's something that you've learned. You've got like you've got a chain on it. It's got a bit like a symbol on it, but it looks like the number 30. But I don't know if this is a symbol maybe for something else. Could be a symbol for like peace or love or something like that. Or I don't know if the number 30 is relevant to you. It's just, that's just how it looks in the card. You've got like a vase as well. In one hand. You have got 4 arms on this card, and the vase, it's like something's coming out of the vase, and that's like a sort of like hip height. So I don't know if this is something to do with maybe working with releasing part of the chakra, maybe like sacral chakra or something like that. Maybe a little bit blocked. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think about with this vase, because you're letting something go. I will say that you're quite grounded, because I can see from the way that you're positioned in the card, you're quite rooted. You're not going anywhere. You're not moving anywhere. You're not going to be
pushed.
Yeah, but like, you know, when somebody's well grounded and they're not going to be like spiritually challenged, I suppose. I'm getting that kind of feeling. You've got an owl coming over the top of you again. I don't know if this is something to do with somebody that's passed in spirit, maybe that would have had a spiritual gift, somebody that was very wise. You've also got 3 elephants at the side of you, again representing spirituality. So I do feel that this person was also very spiritual and very in tune with the self. You've got a lion laid down at the side of you, which would represent to me that you are in a very strong position. You've got the courage as well. And you've also got the peacock at the side of you, which would represent wealth to me, not necessarily in money, but possibly in knowledge, friendship, love, something like that. And you've also got the it's like a churchy, palacey kind of thing behind me. So again, that's representing to me all these different values of spirituality, really. So if you have a look at that card again, you can see this lady with 4 arms and the body like chakra colours. Thank you.
Just beauts. Alison, hope you're well, my lovely lady. Alison, for you, we've got the Ace of Acorns. So you're very, again, I'm going to say for you, Alison, I think there's a spiritual connection for you. The ram's head, for me, it's like you're clear thinking, you know what you want and you just go for it. I'm not sure if there's something, if there's an issue with, I'll show you the card. Where's it gone? You see the ram's horn, it's coming round, but it's near the eye there. So I'm not sure if there's an issue going off with one of the eyes, my lovely. Again, it's showing me an acorn, but it's looking more like a pendulum type of acorn. So I'm not sure. I think this is more like maybe a chain that you wear that's, there's got to be something that's meaningful to your on your chain. Seeing a lot of mirrors around you as well, diamonds. There's somebody in spirit though that's coming through, but I feel that this lady would have been laid down. I don't know why, but she's sort of like showing herself as half laid up, but her legs are up. So do you know, like in that leaning sitting position. But I'm getting this something round her belly button. And then it's like coming from the neck, sort of like to the chest. It's like in a boomerang shape. So I'm not sure what that's indicating there, the shoulder to the chest, but there's definitely something around the belly button area as well. But I do get with this lady that she was confused towards the end, Alison, or she's not towards the end, but I feel like she was just confused. But I don't know whether she were talking to somebody in spirit, because it's like she's confused, but there's like a younger energy behind her. And I don't know whether at times this lady would have talked to this younger person, or I don't know. You know, like when we used to go and see me pop and stuff, it'd think that he were talking to somebody in corner at room, and obviously we couldn't physically see it, but he thought he could see it. Do you know, that kind of thing? Yeah. But I don't know what all the mirrors are significant for you for, but there is quite a lot of mirrors and diamonds. I do feel though you're a very confident person. And I do think that you carry yourself with a lot of dignity as well. It's like you hold your head up high because you just know that that's just how you present yourself, my lovely. So that's what I'm getting for you.
Fabulous. Thank you.
Julietta.
Julietta, for you, I have the Dove card. So that's what that one looks like. Okay, so for you, I can see what's very obvious to me is that at the moment, I do feel like there's maybe something that you are wanting to achieve and it's within your reach. Just make sure that you're able to reach out and get it, take it with both hands, because it's there for you. I do feel as well that this is a message maybe that's coming from spirit, just because of the dove that's represented above the world, which is what you're reaching out for. There are lots and lots of colours like of the rainbow as well. So I don't know if this is something to do with possibly your aura that you're emitting, or it could just be because of the guidance that's coming in from spirit, because it is surrounding, it's like coming off of the dove but surrounding you, if you know what I mean. There is a little bit of darkness in the bottom corner of the card, so I do feel that maybe, you know, there might be some dark times ahead, but you will get through it. Again, we've got lots of butterflies and flowers and things like that in this card, so again, I do feel like you are quite connected to nature, and you've also got the flowers in your hair as well. I don't know if this is something in relation to a move, just because, like a house move or a job move or something like that, just because I can see in the back of your head you're thinking about or maybe a holiday or something. You're thinking about a different place, if that makes sense. It's like you know where you're wanting to go. I can see as well, though, down in the other side, the bottom side of the card, the other side, there is I think you have lost somebody in spirit that were quite young, possibly a young child or something like that. And I do feel that you are still holding on to that. But again, I can also see you have got a lot of guidance coming in from spirit, and I do feel like spirit is surrounding you. So that is your card. Lovely.
Cheers, Jack. Emma, my lovely, hope you're well, Emma. Better to have and divorced than to be stuck with an idiot forever. Love that. Oh, Emma. Emma, for you, we've got the Page of Acorns, my lovely. Ooh, this is interesting. Yeah, which one are you? Somebody feels like they've had the hand trapped in a vice kind of thing, because it's like wrapped around the hand, but it's like gone through, and it's like I can see all fingers. So I don't know who is the person that's who does have the hand issues, but I do feel that this person also works with something like watches or clocks, or some little kind of trinkety type things. It's like or that's what they would have done. I'm not sure, Emma, but I know that. But there's definitely somebody that's really suffering with their hands really bad around you. I don't know if you're actually the carer or you're the one. I don't know if you're the one that looks after them or they're the one that look after you, Emma. But there's definitely a connection. It's like when I saw the hand going through the vice, I didn't realize it was like attached to you in some way. So it made me think of me and girls had left home and there was only my son left, and I was like, you're never leaving home. And it's kind of that kind of, I don't know whether it's that kind of link that's pulling you, that's holding you back. But I do feel though that the person that does need looking after, I feel that they feel like they're holding other people back, and that's not the case. And I think it's more, it's just like talking, even though sometimes talking is not going to listen. But yeah, but whoever's doing the caring is definitely got a really good sense of humor about it all, and it's sort of like just part of daily life. I don't think that they feel any angst towards this person that they're looking at. I don't think that they feel any it's just like, I'm there, I'm going to take care of you. But I do think this is definitely a family connection going off. I'm not sure what, there's something as well to do with the head and a bandage to the arm. And I'm not sure whether there is either like a catheter or a stoma bag or something, just because it's just how it shows the thing coming from the stomach kind of thing. So I don't know if it's something to do with that area as well. But for me, just keep doing what you're doing. The enjoyment and the enthusiasm that you've actually got, just keep going on that, because I think you don't realize how much you do help others. See, get through life. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, like I say, I'm not sure whether you're the caregiver or the lady that's got the issues, because I can't tell with the card, because it's only a one card reading, so I can't tell who's who. But yeah, that's what I'm getting for you, my lovely lady. I do feel though there has been a few operations, and I'm not sure what it, I don't know whether this is a joke or whether this is something serious, but it's showing me like a pair of bras. So I don't know what this thing is to do with the bras, but I can definitely see a pair of bras. Yeah, that's coming in. But I don't know. This to me feels more like it's a family joke kind of thing, just because of where it's positioned. So yeah, so I'll leave that with you. We've got Darwin.
Thank you.
There you go. Millie, you're on form tonight.
We've got the dragon card for you, Darwin. So for me, this card is about being able to sort of like discover your courage. You're riding on the back of a dragon. I think you are well aware of what you want, and you are definitely going to get it, just because of the way that you're positioned in the card. I can see that you've had a bit of a rough ride recently, just because of how the waves are sort of like crashing into you. But I think whatever it is that you need to find the courage to do, I think this has been sort of like a bit of a dream of yours, if that makes sense, just because of all the colours that are shown in your hair.
Just ignore them, guys, and we'll sort them out. Just saves answering them. Sorry, Doug.
You're all right. Kick them out.
I've done it.
I do feel as well, the front of this dragon has got like multiple faces on it. So I'm not sure if this is something in relation to maybe other people trying to sort of like hold you back. But that they won't. That's not going to happen, because whatever it is that you're doing, you're moving forward regardless. I do feel like you're in quite a strong position at the moment, and things are definitely going to get better for you. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to say for that one. So you can see down at the bottom the choppy waves at the bottom, and then at the other side of the card, obviously you've got the bright colours
Marvellous.
coming in.
Thank you very much. We have got a few people coming in. Try not to word them as trolls, because to me, again, they are just people with they've got nothing better to do. So I know it's difficult if they have got pages and they're not growing. It's easy just to come and jump on somebody else's to try and advertise their own services. And I do feel sorry for them, but unfortunately it's rather rude and we just ignore them. So just ignore anybody that puts out in chat that you don't like. One at moderators will jump on it as soon as they see it anyway, and it just saves anybody going and starting arguments. Gosh, we don't do the drama. So yeah, so just leave it. Just mod. I promise
bless
you,
you,
mods
darling.
will got
Thank
it.
you.
Or we'll get them. We'll sort them. We can be finger trigger happy. Is it finger trigger happy? Trigger happy finger, whatever it is. But
something to do with fingers and being happy.
Yeah, you what? So yes. So Debbie, my lovely lady, welcome to everybody that's new, that's joined in tonight. If you wouldn't mind leaving us a heart or a thumb, and also popping along to his page and joining us for his live investigations and other things while we're trying to keep everybody busy.
Yeah, YouTube, leave a thumbs up
or a thumbs down on YouTube. No, we don't. No. Yes, but yeah. So please come along and join. We do have quizzes. We are trying to keep everybody entertained during this lockdown. And if anybody missed last night's investigation, it's a must watch. Chelsea did a mum's house last night, and wow, it was amazing. The night was really good. It was very interesting, and yes. So right, Debbie, let's see what I pull for you, my lovely. So for you, we've got the 10 of shells. Definitely healing coming around the head, Debbie. So I'm not sure if you're suffering a bit with the headaches or something like that, but there is definitely healing. I think the healing's coming down to the neck as well. So I'm not sure whether it's more like stress relief or something like that. You've definitely, I think for you, Debbie, I think you've always taken things very slow. I think you've always been very cautious in life, just because of the shells that are around you on the floor and also the shells that are building up at the side of you. Again, for you, though, I do see a distance. It's not like water. If I show you, so you're like here on this stem, but then if you look across you in the distance, there's like a row of houses. So it's like you're away from. It's like your peaceful place would be a seafront somewhere where you're sort of like sat opposite, whether you're on rocks or whatever it is, but you're like overlooking a bay. I don't know whether this is a memory, supposed to be a memory for you, Debbie, that's coming in of maybe what you did with somebody else, or it's a memory that somebody talked about to you. I'm not quite sure. Again, for you, I do feel that you're very, I don't want to say, I think you need to also take a step back, Debbie, and look after yourself, because it's like you're keeping going. And I don't know why you think that if you stop, everything's going to stop, or if you stop, something's not going to be given. Because it's like, you're this beautiful bird, but it's like your feathers, it's like you're not looking after yourself enough. You need to start looking after yourself that little bit more. And it don't mean that you're not going to be able to keep doing what you do for everybody else or looking after them, but it just means that you really do need to take that that time just for you, whether it's getting in a bath and having it with candles round and bubble bath, whether it's going and reading a book for half an hour, whether it's getting out and going for a walk on your own or something like. It's like you need to do that. You're like standing very strong, and it's like you're counting your blessings all the time. And we all count as blessings, but there's counting as blessings and not having to but not feeling guilty for taking that step back, for taking that minute. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you, my lovely. And I don't know what the S is for, but there's an S. I don't know if it's an S name or a symbol as an S, but there's definitely I don't know if you can see it because this camera's not very good, but it's on the chest, so it's like across the heart area. And it's like a big S. It like starts from the neck and goes down to the chest, and it's like a big, yeah, it's like an S. So I don't know what that's relevant to, my lovely.
Fabulous.
Trisha, there you go, Trisha. Charles, that Trisha's for you, my lovely.
Thank you. Oh, nearly chucked them all over then.
5278 card pickup.
Yeah. For you, Trisha, we've got creative wonderment. So that's the card. So you, to me, you're represented to me by this lady that's going up the stairs. Don't know if there's something in relation to
Thank you, Debbie.
playing the piano or some kind of musical link there. I can see as well there's a lady in the distance. I think you've won an award for something because I can see the award at the side of you. There's a lady in the distance that's like admiring you from a distance. There's a lady in the distance from the distance that's admiring you from the distance. God. But yeah, I do feel like she's definitely envious of you. You've got like a little crown thing around your head as well. So not sure if that's something in relation to I'm gonna go with my gut instinct. I don't know if there's something in relation to sort of headaches or anxiety or something like that. Again, you are moving up the stairs opposed to coming down the stairs, so I do feel like you're on a journey, and not that you've come to the end of a journey. I think this is the start of a journey for you. You've got peacocks and flowers and things like that around you, but the peacocks are pink. All the flowers are like vibrant colours, so I would say the clue is in the title of the card, which is creative wonderment. So I think
she's definitely a wonderment.
I think you've got a very creative side.
Sorry, Trish.
There's a telephone on the piano, so I don't know if there's something to do with communication here. Maybe that you need to pick up the phone and talk to somebody. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to say for you. So yeah, I don't know what the award's about, but I do feel like you've won something. You've achieved something somewhere. So that is for you, Trisha.
Marvelous. See, I couldn't read for Trish because I know Trish, so I can read for her. But if it's for Trisha, I'd rather do a private reading than a online because I know her. So I wouldn't want. So I would do a one online, but it's just easier sometimes if I know the people, just to pass them to you. I'll just pass them to you. So you can do it. You're welcome. I've just found somebody and I've just lost her again. I'm hoping I can pronounce your name Aislinn. I do apologise if it's wrong or I've said it wrong. But I will do you a reading now, my lovely. Turned. Why so many dislikes? I don't know. Have we got a lot of dislikes on YouTube? Oh, I just
I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered though.
I can't guilt says now. We just enjoy what we do.
That's it.
I do apologise to everybody that we've upset and offended. I hope we've not done anything too bad to you personally.
No, we don't do personal, do we?
No, not unless we get brought up first. But we shall see what we've got for Ainsley. Oh, I hope I am pronouncing that correctly, my lovely lady.
20 dislikes.
Have we really? Do you know that? Do you know how much that?
Scott's has put.
Scotty, have we really? Just think, them 20 dislikes boost you. So that's all you need. That's all you got to do. So for you, my lovely, we've got the transformation card. I don't know if it's. I don't know whether this is you or somebody around you, but I'm going to say it's you because I'm reading for you. I feel like you're in a cocoon and you're ready. And it's not that you've cocooned yourself off. I feel that you've been possibly doing things. I don't know if it's more studying, whether it's work, but you've sort of like been just cocooning yourself in it's like you've been doing extra study just to like keep your mind going, kind of thing. So I don't know what's gone off in your mind or what's gone off around you, but it's sort of like thrown you into doing something. I do feel the cocoon also is because at the end of whatever you're doing, the transformation for you is going to be outstanding. It's going to be life-changing, I think, for you. I don't know why rose would be significant, but it's a pink rose that's been given to you at the bottom, so I'm not sure whether it's your birthday or a special birthday coming up, but you've definitely been given the rose. I do feel though you're a quietish person, or I think those that know you're not quiet, but to others looking at an outside view, I think they'd think you were quite a quiet type of person. You're surrounded by a lot of pinks, but family to you means everything. If I show you the card, you can see the cocoon where you're in the middle. But again, I feel like the family protects you, but you're like in some, you're the center of it all. But I feel it's you that's created this family, if that makes sense to you. I can't see any big family trees stepping forward. I can see branches of families coming in around you. I don't know whether you're looking to do something actually working with flowers or floristry or gardening. You've definitely got green fingers, if that makes sense. But there's money going to be coming in from this. So whatever you're doing, it's going to start bringing money in because money's coming in the top corner. But you're definitely going through that transformation and that transitioning into whatever you've been studying, whatever you've been working hard at doing. It's now coming in and you're going to start seeing a payoff from that, my love. Like, that's what I'm getting for you. Oh, sugar me timbers.
Fabulous.
Gone.
I'm laughing, Janice, because Scott is making me laugh.
So, yes. So, I think what we're going to do, we've been going for a now, oh my God, I love gardening and learning about crystals. Oh, wow. Margaret, go on then. We'll do Margaret next. There you go. Chels for Margaret. We'll do one more. Dear. Warmer tomorrow, ladies. Bikini time. You're joking, Mick.
What's it going to be tomorrow? -2. Margaret, for you, we've got 7 heavenly virtues. Oh,
Tigers.
look at that one.
Animals.
So,
It doesn't,
Margaret,
does it?
for you, I do feel like there is like a certain wish or certain how else do you say it? Like an aspiration, I suppose. Something that you want to achieve at the moment. And I think you're looking to spirit for that little bit of guidance. I do see that there is you've got quite a lot of colours surrounding you again. So I do feel like there could be some kind of spiritual connection there already, Margaret. Your head as well it's like your hair's connecting you to the sky, if that makes sense, and you've got like stars twinkling in your hair. So again, to me, this is representing something to do with connecting to spirit, or the energies. You've got wings, so to me, I think this is maybe providing you some kind of freedom, like a release sort of thing. Maybe something that you enjoy doing. I don't know if this is something new for you, or whether this is something maybe that you're learning, and that's sort of like the enjoyment side of it.
Really, Scots. You're welcome.
Yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna say at the moment for you, Margaret. So that's your card.
Marvellous. Thank you very much, Chels. So
Thank
we have
you.
come to the end of our session. Please make me last one, says Mary. Chels, do you want to do one more?
Go on then.
Well, Mary, you're definitely our last one for tonight. Oops. There we go. Oh, Stuart, I was looking for you earlier to do your reading. If you can message me on Facebook, I'll do your 1-card reading, Stuart, my lovely, because every time I look for you, you disappear off my screen.
Okie dokie. Mary, for you, I have got the Legends card. So that is
it's
the
this
card.
lighting, and it makes me look ill. So you.
Oh dear. So for you, I think you've got a lot of people that are supporting you, but you also look to them as like a guide and an inspiration. I do feel that like there's a lady in spirit. There's a lady in spirit, and I don't know if this lady was quite a creative lady just because of the way that she's represented to me in the card. I do feel like she's something to do with family, though, because I can see.
I've just blocked Turkey Base, and I shouldn't have blocked you. I'm blocking other user, and I've clicked on you. John, can you just go on and unblock for me on YouTube? I've blocked Turkey Base, and I meant to block that idiot that's spamming.
Anyway, yeah, so I do feel like this lady in spirit is connected to the family in some way, just because of the tree that's at the side of it. It's like a blossom tree, and the pink blossom is like merging into this lady. So yeah, I do think she's a lady from family, and I do feel like she was quite a creative lady, just because of the colours. You've also got like a gremlin kind of person bent down at the side of you, but he's holding a jewel out to you. So I think that maybe somebody's
Scotty's done
offering
it.
you and you a bit
Cheers,
of like
Scotty.
a peace offering or something like that. You've also got like a lizard type animal to the side, and his tail is on
Comment from
fire.
Incubus.
So I don't know if this is something in relation to maybe a heated argument or something like that, but this gremlin, whoever this gremlin's representing, is trying to offer you a peace offering.
Laughing at chat. I'm tired.
You've got a bit of a white glow around you as well. So again, I don't know if this is something in relation to spirit, whether it's guidance from spirit from this lady. I think it possibly is a protection from this lady coming in. Yeah, this gremlin's got a lot of weight on his back as well. So I don't know if whatever this disagreement or argument was, just be mindful that this person is maybe they may be facing things that you're not aware of and you can't always see. But there you are, and there's the gremlin is holding like a stone out to you. Okay.
Thank you, my lovely. So, I want to say thank you to everybody joining us. Thank you all for liking and following, subscribing, whatever.
And disliking and thumbs down.
Oh, dear, stop your fingers doing the walking, Lindsay. I know I need to behave. Tut, Lindsay, I know. I need to strike one. Oh, dear. Don't move, guys. Lindsay's taking folks off. I'm taking folks off. Folks off.
What? Taking folks and you're blocking people?
Oh, blocking people. Thought you said meant I was taking them off as in like mimicking my voice. I am tired. I'm tired. No, thank you so much for watching. I think what we're going to do, I think for the next couple of weeks while we are in lockdown, I think we're going to do a guarantee Sunday night tarot reading. And then in the not tonight because I'm absolutely knackered and I think Chelsea's got to get up for work in the morning. But starting from next week, what we're going to do is we'll do live tarots. Might do a mix of tarot and pendulum on here, depending on how many come in for a reading. So if we're busy on readings, we'll stick to readings. But if anybody does want a message from pendulum, I'll explain what to do next week on putting names in for pendulums and things like that. So every Sunday we'll definitely be on. So everybody that doesn't get a reading on one week can get a reading on the next week, if that makes sense. So everybody can get the readings done. It was late, Dean. Oh no, where is Nanny Lynn? But yes, so anybody that didn't get a reading next week when you come on, just put. We need to think that they can put something in, like.
Yeah, we'll sort it in a week, can't we?
Just put a number 1 or something. Yeah, we'll remind you on next, but just put a 1 because that means you didn't get a reading this week. Yeah.
No.
I'll think of something when I've had a sleep.
Just say me, please. If you didn't get a reading this week and you want one next week, just say me, please.
No, it's Pizza Lake Skate. Peter Lake Skate. I think Scotty got this one, or can I do it without blocking anybody else? Do you know? Oh, do you know? I have got no problem with anybody coming on and messaging and saying, "Can we come and do tarots? We are live on chat one night. We've just started as own tarot card sessions off, and we want to come on." Do you know? I wouldn't mind, but what I do mind is when you've got idiots coming in and just spamming everybody, saying, "Inbox me a private reading." Trust me, they just want your money. I know.
Top dollar.
So yeah. Dear. Right. So I am going to say good night. So it's good night from me. It's good night from Chelsea.
And good night from me.
You've
Thank
just got
you
to
so
shout
much
good
for
night.
joining us.
Got to shout good night because everybody say good night. Well, a few have
Oh,
said
it
good night,
sounds
John.
so enthusiastic, doesn't it?
It does. It's tired. Listen, we're stuffed. After that meal he cooked, I think we could have invited about 15 people in for it. The steak was huge. So everybody take care. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. So Nanny Lynn does the nom nom noms. Chelsea, I don't know what you're gonna do for your Valentine's good night.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I've just done kisses. Nanny Lynn does nom nom noms. What you doing?
I'm a bothered.
So take care, my lovelies, and we shall see you tomorrow on members. I think we're live on members tomorrow night. So take care. We shall see you for.
On SIB as well tomorrow.
We're doing what?
We'll have on SIB tomorrow.
Oh, we are live. Yes, we've been invited onto SIB at 8 o'clock. So I will share the link. It's a page. It's a Facebook page. It's Steve and Shazzy's Facebook paranormal page. So they've invited me and John on with Nanny Lynn tomorrow for a chit chat. So that'll be at 8 o'clock. So we will do something at members in afternoon. If I don't know if Chelsea want members at night or whatever. But so I'll share a link so you can join us at 8 o'clock. So everybody take care. Sweet dreams. Mwah, love you loads. Bye.
Bye.
Do it, Chelsea.
Bye.